I'm 78 years old, and if there's one thing I wish someone had told me before I said yes again, it's this: not all marriages bring peace, some quietly take it away. At this age, you don't marry for butterflies, you don't marry for children, and you certainly don't marry to start over. You marry for companionship, for calm, for someone to sit beside you in the quiet. But what many women over 60 don't realize is that marriage at this stage can come with traps, deep, silent, emotional traps, and today I'm going to tell you 7 brutal truths, not to scare you but to protect you, because at this age peace is everything. At 25 you marry a man, at 60 you marry his past, his habits, his health issues, his routines that haven't changed in 40 years, and sometimes his baggage is heavier than love itself. Children who don't accept you, an ex-wife who still lingers in conversations, financial responsibilities that were never yours but suddenly become yours. You may think you're choosing a partner, but you're actually stepping into a life that's already fully built, and at this age people rarely change, so don't marry hoping he will. Loneliness is powerful. It doesn't shout, it whispers, it tells you just say yes, at least you won't be alone. And that's where many women make the biggest mistake of their later years. They don't choose a man, they choose an escape from silence. But silence is not your enemy. The wrong person is, because the truth is being alone and peace feels lighter than being with someone who drains you. Don't let loneliness lower your standards, because at 60 your standards should be higher than ever. Some women marry for stability, a shared home, a pension, a sense of safety, and yes, security matters. But here's the danger: when money becomes the reason, freedom becomes the price. You may feel obligated, controlled, even stuck, and leaving becomes complicated, because now it's not just emotional, it's financial. So before you say yes, ask yourself honestly, can I stand on my own if this doesn't work? If the answer is no, then you're not choosing love, you're choosing dependency. You've lived a full life, you've made your own decisions, built your own routines, found your own peace, and then suddenly you're sharing every day with someone else: what to eat, where to go, how to spend your time. It may sound small, but it adds up, and slowly you realize your freedom has been replaced by compromise. Now don't get me wrong, healthy compromise is part of any relationship, but losing yourself is not. At this stage of life you should not be shrinking to fit into someone else's world. At 60 love is not about passion, it's about peace. Can you sit in the same room without tension? Can you respect each other's space? Can you handle each other's bad days? Because attraction fades but habits stay, and if your daily life feels heavy with him, then no amount of love will fix that. Compatibility is quiet but powerful, and without it marriage becomes exhausting.